What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in to Hands Down Sports here on YouTube, Starting Line of Podcast. And what are we going to talk about today, Hands? La Mujer. The WNBA, son. Nah, today is MLB, NFL, doggy. That's it, son. What else are we going to talk about right now? You know what I mean? Got Yankee fans wilding out. They're still in the race, my G. So, Yankee fans, just calm down a little bit. You know how we do. You know what I mean? My Jays are still in first place. Think we out. We making the playoffs this year, so we'll see what happens, B. You know what I mean? If you got to go to the Yankee Stadium to play, you know what happens, bro. So there are a few things that I want to talk about today. So let's get it started. Welcome. Hands Down Sports, baby. Let's get to it. Pero primero, un chin de cafecito. I've been drinking coffee all day, son. Trying to stay up. But in the MLB today, September 1st, 2025, this video might come out tomorrow, though. It's Labor Day, and we have tons of beautiful, amazing games. But in the standings, Detroit is in first place in the American League. Not by much, but Toronto's right on their tail. Yankees are in third, Boston in fourth, Houston in fifth, Seattle and Texas. Now, I didn't go all the way down because, the Yankees, Boston, Seattle, and Texas Rangers are in the wild card hunt, while the other teams like Houston, Detroit, and Toronto are in the lead in their division. Honorable mentions are Kansas City Chiefs, Cleveland Guardians. They be guarding home plate. And then Tampa Bay Rays are in the mix, man, for that wild card spot. They're not too far away. So check the standings out for the American League. It's tight, dogs. This is what I like. When we got like multiple teams, man, and it's like, yo, anyone slips up, bam, all of a sudden, a team you wasn't even thinking about is in the mix. Now in the National League, Milwaukee's the best team, followed by Philly, the Dodgers. The Dodgers have been top three the whole season, so I got to give them props, B. The defending champs, they still there, man, kicking ass, taking down names. Now we got the Cubs, San Diego, which is my team. That's not my team, but I would like to see them in the World Series. Then we got the Mets and Cincinnati Reds, and Toronto's playing Cincinnati today, so keep an eye out on that series. Honorable mentions is the Giants, Arizona, and St. Louis Cards, because they're fighting to see if they can make it to that wild card spot, dogs. This is the last month of baseball, dogs, saying September. The White Sox, not me, but anyways. So the Reds, the Mets, the Padres, and the Cubbies are all in the wild card hunt in the National League. Tight. Ya tu sabes. Let's not get it twisted, B. This is a great season, man. 2025 has been a great season. I don't know about y'all, man, but I haven't seen all the games because normally that's what I like to do is try to catch as many games as possible. But the games that I've watched, man, it's been exciting to the ninth inning, man. It's just official. Now, when we go into the stats, the whole year I've been saying Aaron Judge is the best player in the league, and some of these stats pretty much explain that. But I'm just gonna go over some the typical stuff. You know what I mean? Batting average, Judge has the best batting average in the major leagues. You know what I mean? I'm not dividing it American, National Leagues. It's straight up in the major leagues, the three top best batting averages are in the American League. We got Judge, we got Jacob Wilson, and we got Bichette from Toronto. You know what I mean? In the home run race, Raleigh from Seattle got 50 home runs. The way he was going, we were thinking he's going to hit like 70, 80. He definitely slowed down a bunch But it's all good, man. You know what I'm saying? Philadelphia Phillies, Schwartzberg has 49, and he hit 4 home runs in one game. If you didn't see that one, my G, I wish I was at the stadium for that. I was like, whoa, that dude is killing it. Ohtani, he's crushing in home runs. He has 45. And then honorable mention, Aaron Judge has 43 home runs. You tell me, dogs, a dude with all the power. Look at those guys that are ahead of him in home runs and look at their batting average compared to the leading batting average stud, Aaron Judge, 324. And he was batting like 340, 70, and all crazy numbers. You can't tell me this dude is not the best. But anyways, I know Ohtani has a great, compare and you can definitely, you know, discuss and argue and all that stuff that Ohtani is the best MLB player in the major leagues because he's like one of the best at the plate and in the on the mound. Like this dude can really pitch. But it is what it is. Aaron Judge is not a pitcher, bro. He's an outfielder. What are you gonna do when you're 6'9", 240? The dude is huge. Un monstruo loco, como dicen los dominicanos. But anyways, in RBIs, I didn't go down the list too far, but top three is Philadelphia Philly Schwarber. He has 119 ribbies. New York Met Alonso has 110, and Seattle's Riley has 107. So those are the top three in the majors there. Now in stolen bases, Jose Caballero, he ended up getting traded to the Yankees. He has 41 stolen bases. Let me see here. Chandler Simpson from Tampa Bay has 38. And my man, Jose Ramirez from the Cleveland Guardians, has 36 stolen bases. And we'll come back to him. I got to mention a little something. Now, on the pitching side, the ones that have the most wins is Milwaukee's Peralta. He got 16 wins. The Yankees, Rodon, he has 15. And Boston's Crochet has 14. ERA, now you know who has the best ERA, but he's on the worst team in the, one of the worst teams in the major leagues. Skeens from the Pittsburgh Pirates, his ERA is 2.05, bro. If he got traded to like a team that's contending, Houston, Detroit, Toronto, the Yankees, Boston, if he would be traded to one of these teams, even if he stayed in the National League and he went to Philly or Milwaukee, or he went with the Cubs or something like that, my G, this dude would be the biggest asset to those ball clubs if they were able to acquire him. Let me see here. The ERAs are, let me go back to the ERA. Detroit's Skubal, I think he's one of the best pitchers in the league as well. His ERA is 2.18. And then Houston Hunter Brown, his ERA is 2.34. Crushing it, dogs. Now, in the saves category, Kansas City's Estevez has 36. San Diego's Suarez has 35. And Seattle's Munoz has 32. Now, remember, these are all contending teams right now, dogs. And the closer is one of the major reasons why those teams are in those brackets up there. And with the last month coming to, starting right now, man, these guys are going to be the most pivotal players on their squads. And they make the playoffs, it's probably because of these guys. Now, the leader in strikeouts is Detroit's Skubal with 216. Boston's Crochet is right behind them with 214 strikeouts. And then Philadelphia Philly Wheeler has 195. Now, I was going to get back to the Jose Ramirez. Now, he is very close to at least a 30-30. Last year, he 1 home run away from a 40-40. So he has 26 home runs, 36 stolen bases. So he needs 4 home runs in this month to at least be 30-30. Can he get to 40-40? I don't know. I don't think so. But again, let's say he catches on fire. I don't know. We'll see, man. That dude is amazing. So, Ellie De La Cruz was somebody that I was talking about this year, that he can be the next 30-30 or 40-40, but it's going to be very difficult for the man because he needs 11 home runs this month. And he's not the biggest home run hitter. He only has 19 home runs with 32 stolen bases. So he's already there with the stolen bases at the 30, but to get 11 home runs, my G. Now, besides the MLB being, neck and neck, I mean, teams are like really hustling out there, man, to make the playoffs this year, trying to get those bonuses. But anyways, it's so exciting that you want to watch all these games. I can't even watch the West Coast games. 3 or 4 innings, that's it for me. But something I want to talk about is I saw this funny Instagram post by Yankee Universe, right? So I'm gonna put it right here, my G, because now it would be nice to see Jorge Posada as the next Yankee head coach. I think somebody like him, if he's into it, or if he's interested, or if he's doing something involved with coaching and being on that side of of baseball, that would be great for the Yankees. I think, you know what I mean, to have somebody like him come in and see if they can get to that World Series and win it all. But I'm telling you, Boone, I mean, I have a lot of Yankee fans, friends that are tired of Boone. They were like, man, Boone should have been gone a long time ago. I mean, I agree, but if your team is winning, your team is in the lead for the American League, East, and making it to the playoffs, making it to the World Series, the resume is hard to fire the guy. You know what I'm saying? Even though there's been times where it was like, but I think Boone and Volpe are two guys on this Yankee squad that should be evaluated. Because man, even though on what's this guy's name, Cruz from the Pirates, the outfielder, he basically has the same stats as Volpe, and I think he's better than Volpe. But like with the same stats, I can't even sing apples and oranges over here. My G, I think Volpe needs to be brought down, man. I don't. 1 for 4 coming in through the clutch, like a game or two ago. That's nice to see. But the Yankees, they're good enough to make it to the playoffs. I think they're going to make it to the playoffs. That's fine. But they need someone to step up, dogs. And if it's Volpe, that would be great. Because then everything he did in the regular season is just like, oh, yeah, whatever. He is wiped out if he's batting over 300 and making it happen in the playoffs. But I don't see that from this guy, so good luck with that one, my G. But it was kind of funny to see. Is like, there's no way he signed any documents to be the head coach for the next year. I couldn't find none of that information. You know what I mean? But I do think that Boone needs to go. But if he makes it to the World Series again, how you gonna fire this guy, man? Tell me in the comments below. If you're a Yankee fan, let me know in the comments what you think about Aaron Boone as your head coach, man. With the resume that he has as a Yankee head coach. It's not that bad, really, right? It's not that bad. But anyways, and the last thing I want to talk about here, man, is go to YouTube and look up Michael Franzese. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right, because he's a known mobster, and he has one of the best YouTube pages, man. His interviews are amazing, man. Such a dope individual. But he interviewed a man that's a bookmaker. You know what I mean? He takes bets for sports betting. His name is Matthew Boyer, and Matthew is sentenced to 12 months and a day in prison due to involvement in that gambling stuff. But he talked about the interpreter that Shohei Ohtani, used to have, that was making bets with him, like, 100 grand bets and all this stuff. And he gave him a credit, $500,000. You know what I mean? Crazy. You could cut him off at $24 million, and then one of the payments that came in to him was in Shohei Ohtani's name. Now, in the interview, he says that he only dealt with the interpreter. That's all. Never dealt with Ohtani, not one time. Now, I kind of believe and I don't believe. I still think that Ohtani was the mastermind that say, he's not a mastermind because they're losing a lot of bets, right? The one that has a gambling problem, I think, is playing for the Dodgers, dogs. You know what I'm saying? Look at me right here, dogs. I'm not blinking for nothing. Till this day, I'm going to take that to the grave, though, my G. Even though, Michael Francis, at the end of his interview and his YouTube page on that, he says it. He's like, hey, man, he had no affiliation with Shohei Ohtani. That's not the guy. You know what I mean? And he knows that dude, Mr. Francis, used to do that betting stuff on his end when he was a mobster, too, son. So he knows how that game is, man. That shit's wild, though. It's like, I'm over here on underdog betting $1, $2. You know what I mean? That's nothing. If I lost that, yeah, I average like $2 a week. That's nothing. I'm not the guy that they're looking for, man. The guy that they want is you. You over there. Bet $1,000, $50K, $100K. You know what I'm saying? I follow somebody on Instagram. He's like a big, huge sports bettor. The casino be denying his $300,000 $1 million bets, and he got it in cash. Like, why? Because he wins. But when you think about it, these bookmakers, I'm like, dogs, if you're losing, yeah, man, I'll give you a credit. Don't worry. Oh, you're paying the credit? Oh, okay, cool. You're paying your debt to society? Well, you're paying your debt to the mob or whoever's running that shit. You know what I'm saying? You have no problems when you give somebody a credit, they make their bets, they lost, and they paid it. There's no problems here, dogs. Not one. You know what I'm saying? And you should see that interview, man. It's very convincing to me that Ohtani had nothing to do with this. And I hope he didn't. But I'm going to take it to the grave, my G. Hands down sports saying, whatever, dogs. Yeah, this dude is doing 12 months. I'm sorry. Yeah, 12 months and a day, maybe a little bit longer. I don't know. I forget. But Ohtani had nothing to do with this, my G? I don't believe it. I still don't believe it, son. And that guy is very convincing, to me at least. You know what I'm saying? He's the middle. He's the one in there. He's involved. So I don't know. It seemed like he wasn't lying, but yeah, no. I'll take it to the grave, Doc. Fuck that shit, babe. For real. But anyways, let's get into some NFL talk, and we'll see how things go here, my Jake. Najee Harris has been cleared for contact. Najee Harris, babe. I just did my main league fantasy draft. One of the guys did pick Najee Harris. I mean, I don't know those. I don't got too much faith in that. But Pittsburgh Steelers gave Jaylen Warren, their running back, a 2-year extension, $12 million guaranteed. It was $5.95 million milioni, like I like to say, signing bonus. So that's pretty cool. I mean, they got a rookie running back that is going to eventually take over. 2-3 years from now, unless he explodes this year. But Jaylen Warren, they like him out there, man. Playing for Pittsburgh, they give him a nice contract. Micah Parsons. He was playing for the Cowboys and got traded to the Green Bay Packers. The Green Bay Packers signed a 4-year extension, giving him $188 million, making him the highest paid non-quarterback in the NFL right now, which is nice to see. I mean, he's one of the best defensive players, right? He's getting tons of sacks. He can't even run the ball his way. The guy's amazing. I mean, the Green Bay Packers defense is going to be stellar this year, I think, and they're going to need it because, their offense with 17 wide receivers, A lot of them are hurt, injured right now. They're like, they're dinged up. They're gonna need to stop, the other team from scoring, man. But Green Bay's always a good team. They'll probably make the playoffs again this year. And then because the Cowboys didn't have to, sign Michael Parsons to an extension of 188 million or more, they gave DaRon Bland 4-year deal worth $92 million, which is probably what they wanted to pay Parsons, but he wasn't playing that shit. But for DaRon Bland, 50 million guaranteed. That's beautiful, babe. 22 million when he signing bonus. First game of the season is this Thursday. So let's get it, son. Fantasy football's here, daddy. Oh, man. It's like Christmas, my G. First game of the season this Thursday. Cowboys at Philadelphia. The Eagles, babe. And you know how it is, man. If you're in social media, if you're watching it, a lot of people will be hating on Jalen Hurts, man. Come on. You think Dak Prescott is better than Jalen Hurts? Not me. I mean, they're the defending champs. The Eagles are the defending champs. The Cowboys would love to be in the Super Bowl like they did back in the 90s. But it's was it fly, eagle, fly, man? Those birds, baby, they coming. Let's see here. Also, when it comes to signings and stuff like that, Terry McLaurin agreed to a 3-year extension, $96 million. So he got paid. He's going to stay with Washington. But Brian Robinson Jr., their running back, got traded to the Niners. He's going to have to work for his to see if he can get an extension with the Niners after the year is over. But we'll see, man, because, CMC is going to get hurt, dogs. I'm saying it right now, man. For the Football Fantasy Show, he says it as well, man. Injury that CMC has or had, man, there's no way. If he lasts the whole season, I'll be like, this guy is something else. He's like, close to Derrick Henry, man, just from another planet, my G. But that's what I think, my dude. Adam Thielen is back with the Vikings. I don't know if he got traded over there or he got signed like a free agent, but he's back with the Vikings. He's probably going to play this year and probably call it quits, man. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where he started and made a name for himself. So I'm happy for the dude. Another guy that I'm happy for is Kelce. Travis Kelce gets engaged with Taylor Swift. Good move. Ese loco inteligente. You know what I mean? The Raiders wide receiver, Jacoby Myers, requested a trade right before. I guess he knew behind the scenes that Amari Cooper was going to get signed for a 1-year deal. But I'm like, dog, you're afraid of what's this all about? You know what I mean? Like, Amari Cooper is not the same guy that he was like 8 years ago, son. Come on now. But he wants to get out of the Raiders for some reason. I don't know, dogs. I would stay over there. Yeah, he's probably trying to get paid too, but still, you know what I'm saying? He's not like a household name. Jawan Jennings, San Francisco 49ers wide receiver. He's in the same predicament. He's looking for an extension. He's been there for 6 years. Been to the Super Bowl with them and everything. Even caught a touchdown, you know what I'm saying? But they haven't signed him, and he's injured or dinged up. Rashid Rice, 6-game suspension. I got him on my fantasy league. It's okay. When he comes back, hopefully I'm 4-2 or better. You know what I mean? The worst scenario that I'm thinking of is at least 3-3. If I have a losing record, you know what I mean, like 2-4 or something like that, and I'm like, damn, man, now I need to win, multiple weeks in a row, go on a win streak. But we'll see, man. It's gonna be fun. I can't wait. Let me see here. 2 more things about the NFL that I wanted to mention. Let me see here. Isaac Tesla, rookie wide receiver for the Detroit Lions. I'm telling you right now, after week 1, he's going to probably be the top waiver wire pick if he's not already on someone's team, like mine. Ray Rice went down. I got Tesla on my team, man. I think the dude is really good, and he can fit right in with that high-powered offense there in Detroit. But I'm telling you right now, he's probably going to be one of the top waiver wires in your fantasy league. So pick him up as soon as he scores 1 touchdown. This upcoming Sunday, pick him up. And then because I follow the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I signed up to enter a game day experience when the Jets come into town. I think that game already passed. I think it was like a preseason game. So, unfortunately, I'm not going to be attending. But it's all right. I'll probably be going to a Tampa Bay game in the season this year, hopefully. Either my friend has some tickets or, I'll get something on my own. But I'm very excited that the NFL is here. Can't wait to talk trash with my league mates because they get they get rowdy, son. You know what I mean? And I'm coming for that chip, dogs. Hands Down Sports. I want to get my second championship in my football fantasy league. It's my year, man. I got a decent team, dogs. I looked over it plenty of times. I'm like, man, my team is good, dogs. If I could avoid some injuries, I can make it far, man. Even though Rice is hurt, and I get him in week 7, and I'm doing good, let's be 5-1, dogs. By then they're gonna be like, oh, superstar wide receiver for the Kansas City Chiefs, right in the palm of my hand. Let's go, Rice. Stay in shape and stay focused, my dude. Well, of course, thank you for watching, my G. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Hands Down Sports here. What else do you want me to talk about? I mean, Kelsey and Swift. I got invited to the wedding, dogs. I can't make it, though. It's too far away. I can't make it. Sign me up, babe. Anyways, man. Cowboys, Eagles. My prediction is going to be Eagles are going to win. I'm going to go with 28 to probably 22. 28 to 22. Could that be a score in the NFL? Maybe. If there's a safety or something. I don't know. Anyways, I know the Cowboys are going to lose. If the Cowboys win, that's awesome. I got tons of best ball stuff. So when the game is going on, I'm probably going to post those things to see. Hopefully they come out, dog. You know what I mean? I got un dinerito ahí. Appreciate y'all, my J. Hasta la próxima. Hands Down Sports. Estamos aquí.